Every once in a while, a story comes along that's about way more than just code. It's a story about a hero, really, one forged in total frustration, who looked at a world that wasn't built for them and just decided, you know what, I'll build my own. This, right here, is the origin story of HyperCode.
And this one sentence, this says it all. This is the heart of the entire thing. It's the mission statement, the motivation, the raw emotional core behind this massive open source project. It's not just code, it's personal.
So, where does a story like this even begin? Well, it starts with a challenge, a kind of kryptonite for a really brilliant mind that just, well, it operated on a completely different frequency than the world around it. See, the creator, who calls himself a dyslexic, autistic Welsh lad, found that the very things meant to help, standard instructions, coding guides, they were actually an impossible barrier. Can you believe just 4 years ago, he knew absolutely nothing about coding? Every single attempt, every misplaced dot, every spelling mistake, it was just a wall. For a neurodivergent thinker, that straight linear path just doesn't connect. It wasn't just about it being difficult, it was about total paralysis. That feeling of being completely and utterly stuck, where the information just won't compute, no matter how many times you stare at it. I mean, he's talked about needing to go over a concept 4 or 5 times before it would finally click. Just imagine that frustration, that feeling of being left behind while it seems like everyone else just gets it. He almost gave up completely. And this part is absolutely crucial. This wasn't a flaw. It wasn't a deficit. It was just a different operating system, a brain that was wired for complex, non-linear thinking. And it was clashing with a world that demanded you follow rigid, step-by-step rules. And that very difference, that's what sparked the solution. But then came the turning point. Right when the struggle was at its absolute peak, a new kind of ally showed up. AI became the super tool that didn't just help a little, it changed the entire game. So first up in this alliance is BROski. And listen, this isn't just a tool or some fancy assistant. The creator calls it a true partner, something or someone that's with you through every single obstacle, your ride or die. It's a really soulful way to think about AI, right? Built on partnership, not just commands. And next in this alliance, you've got Agent X. Okay, so if BROski is your partner down in the trenches with you, Agent X is like the master architect. It's a meta agent, an agent that builds other agents. It's designed to create a whole crew of these specialized, soulful AI partners inside the HyperCode world. So, with this incredible AI alliance, what started as a personal struggle just exploded into a creative supernova. The result wasn't just some clever tool. It was an entire universe, built from the ground up by one person who just refused to quit. This quote, this just perfectly captures the whole philosophy. Hypercoding isn't about just banging out lines of code. It's about designing systems that think, that reason, that can actually partner with you. It's about building a framework that gets how different brains work. And this chart here gives us a peek under the hood, a blueprint of what this universe is actually built on. You see Python way out in front at 39%, which makes total sense, right? It's the backbone for a heavy-duty AI system. But the mix of web tech like HTML and JavaScript that shows you this is a complete, accessible platform for real users. So let's take a quick tour inside this digital fortress. At its core, you've got the Hyper Agents box, which is where all the AI agents live. There's the Hyper Studio platform for creating and interacting, a configuration kit to get you set up, and even specialized BROski agents ready for business tasks. It's the whole shebang, a completely integrated system. So who is this new universe really for? Well, this is where the project's very personal origin story just blossoms into this huge global mission. It's a promise to everyone else out there who's faced the same kind of struggles. The message here is so clear and so powerful. This ecosystem is a sanctuary. It's a workshop. It's a playground designed specifically for those with what the creator calls Wonder Nerd superpowers. It's a space that's built to empower you, not to frustrate you. The whole goal is to create an environment that's the polar opposite of the one that caused so much pain in the first place. It's about getting rid of that fear and judgment and replacing it with pure clarity and natural, intuitive creation. And the ultimate mission, it's about resurrecting forgotten genius. It's about unlocking the potential in all those brilliant minds that have been overlooked or dismissed or just plain disabled by traditional systems. It's about giving a voice and a powerful toolkit to that forgotten genius everywhere. And that brings us to the final act. Because this isn't some walled-off, closed project. Oh no, this is an open-source revolution, and everyone is invited to answer the call and become a part of the story. And what's amazing is how easy it is to jump in. Forget about those confusing manuals.
The entire ecosystem can be up and running on your own machine in less than 2 minutes. Just a few simple commands. It's designed for action, not for frustration.
And once it's running, you have this whole suite of incredible tools right at your fingertips. A main web interface, Grafana for beautiful data dashboards, Prometheus for monitoring everything, and super detailed API docs. I mean, it's a professional-grade development environment. Just hand it to you, completely ready to go. And that leaves us with the most important question of all. With tools like HyperCode, tools built from a place of deep empathy and just incredible determination, whose potential is about to be unleashed? What brilliant idea, what world-changing solution is just sitting there, waiting for the right environment to finally be born?